Hey YouTube, this is KBN989, and today I'm going to speak a little bit about a verse that really impacted me. I've been reading Proverbs for about 4 months now, one chapter per day, and I feel it has made me grow a lot. It's been very instructive, just teaching me about how I am supposed to live day by day with the people around me, with the circumstances around me, in a very concise and fast way. I really recommend you adding this to your daily devotional, or just to start reading it, just to learn a little bit about Proverbs. Everybody lives by Proverbs one way or another, and it's really going to help you. It's probably only going to take you 2 to 3 minutes, and you spend 2 to 3 minutes just waiting for someone to come out the door. So, just to start, the verbs I'm actually talking about, the verse is Proverbs 8:11, which reads, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things one may desire cannot be compared with her." Well, first of all, Proverbs is a book that speaks about wisdom, like entirely, from the beginning to the end. We can read verse 1:7, which says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." This fear of the Lord that's talking about, it's not about being scared, but about being reverent, about really understanding how small you are, how big God is, about the power that He has, and about who you really are, which is just dust. God always asks us to be humble, and He does not want to humiliate us, but He wants us to really understand that our power lays in Him and how we depend on Him. And some people don't like being dependent, but being dependent on God is the best thing ever, because when we are weak, Paul said, we are strong in Him. And He has never lost one battle. So let's not see this as if I need to do everything by myself. You cannot do everything by yourself. But God is just helping you see, I am here to help you. So that's why He wants us to understand, wants us to be humble, so that He can work through us, and so that we can understand that He has control over everything. But just going back to Proverbs 8:11, I was very shocked, because it says, once again, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things one may desire cannot be compared with her." Number one, wisdom is better than rubies. I don't know how much a ruby costs right now, but we know that all those rocks are very expensive. And people do lots of crazy stuff for that. Many women go crazy because they have a diamond, or because, I don't know, they're beautiful, but wisdom is much better than that. So that makes us think how much does wisdom cost? How much is it worth, really? And it's just so surprising, because you cannot really say, oh, it's worth this much. And wisdom is not something that you're actually going to learn in a book. I can learn a lot from here, but if I don't apply it, it's nothing. So it's something that you have to live day by day. And it is so awesome because we find it here. So you can find it here, but you have to make it yours. You have to make it your own. You have to apply it into your life. And we live in a time where everything's about consumption, when everything's about how the other person sees me. And it's always been about being very luxurious, about having the best of the best. And if rubies is one of the best of the best of the best, or one of the hardest things you can ever find, or one of the most expensive things you could ever buy, and wisdom is still so much more than that, then we are rich here. Definitely we are. So that helps us see and understand what really our priorities should be, and what they are right now. But what really got to me was the second part of the verse, which reads, "And all the things one may desire cannot be compared with her." We as humans, we always have desires in our hearts. I cannot say that I've been out there and I want this and I want that, and I'm not a person that goes around saying I want to buy a huge house, and I want to have the best cars. That's not the type of person I am. I've never been that way. But I do have desires. I do have dreams. I do have my, my little things that I want to buy or that I want to do, those places I want to go, those people I want to meet. And there has been times when those desires have been strong in me, like I really, really, really want to have this in my hands, or I really, 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 really want to be with this person right now. Like, haven't you ever missed someone so bad that you're like, oh, you know? And Skype won't do it. But just how I feel that those desires in my chest, in my stomach, my whole body, that same way as I feel that, that's supposed to be nothing compared to what I'm supposed to long for wisdom. And let's understand that wisdom is not knowing that, you should not steal, or how to act in a certain situation, or how to treat people. Wisdom is actually about acknowledging who God is. Going back to that first verse I read, Proverbs 1:7, it says that the fear of the Lord, it just starts with that. The fear of the Lord is like the base of all, the foundation of all wisdom. Because we have to understand, wisdom is about understanding that God is all, that we are nothing. And when we say we're nothing, it's supposed to be despective, it's supposed to be all those things, but it's not really about that. It's about you understanding that all you are is in God. It's not about you understanding that, oh, I am nothing, and then you stay in that idea. No. The point is about you understanding that it's true. You're just dust, but that God is everything, and He is everything, and He still longs for you, and He still wants you, and He still needs, I don't want to say need, but He wants to be with you. And that through Him you have everything. So that's what wisdom really is about. And if we understand that, we're going to know how to act in every situation in our lives. And if we don't really directly in that same moment know, God is going to tell us. So how much do we want wisdom? How much do we want to learn God's word so that we know how to act? How much do we want to be with God? How much do we want to show other people who God really is, or to let Him through us show others? How much do we want that? So I was really, really amazed, because I've had times when I want something very, very bad. And please don't think this in a dirty way, or no, I'm just saying about everyday life, like I really, really, really want to finish this time of my life, and I want to go into this other time of my life. I really, really want to eat this, or I really, really, really want to buy that. And it might be minuscule compared to other people's wishes. Like, I really, really wish this person were here with me and that person passed away, or I really wish I could be home and they're thousands of miles away from home. It's true, everybody is different, and everybody wants something different. So I just wanted to let you leave you with that thought about, just think about the thing that you want the most, and how that burns in your heart, how that burns in your chest, whatever it is. And then how much more exponentially you're supposed to want wisdom. It is so much greater than anything else we might want, we might desire. So let's just ask God to help us desire wisdom, to help us want wisdom, to help us just long for it so bad that just as we work for a diploma years and years, or just the same way we work to buy a house years and years, that same way we just persevere in acquiring that wisdom that God has for us. So I just hope this was a blessing for you. Just go ahead and share it. Go into your church, to the people that you work with, and just share about how much we're supposed to want God and how much we don't, and we should. And just think about steps that you could incorporate into your life so that you may fall in love more and more and more and more and more with God. Because, faith without actions is dead. So we really, really need to be one-on-one with that. So many, many, many blessings. And if anything, just leave a comment, or just an idea. I just really, really hope you multiply this, and this is just a wonderful seed in your heart. God bless you.